Hi viewers, we want to look at how we can solve the following function questions on the board. We have been given f of x, g of x, h of x, k of x, v of x, and t of x. And we have been asked to find h of 3 plus g of negative 2. Now, first of all, we need to find h of 3. And how do we get h of 3? We need to use h of x function. So h of x function is given as 3x plus 2, all right? So for we to find h of 3, now wherever we see x, we are going to use our 3 to replace it, all right, in the function. So we have 3 here plus 2. 3 times 3 will give us 9 plus 2, which will give us 11. Second, we need to find g of negative 2. And we are going to use g of x function given to x as 2x squared minus 1. So g of negative 2, our negative 2 replace the x in the function, all right? So we have this. So we have 2 multiplying positive 4 minus 1. 2 times 4 will give us 8 minus 1, which will give us 7. So we can finally say that h of 3 plus g of negative 2 is going to be 11 plus 7, which will be 18. Let us look at question number 2. We have been asked to find f of 2, which means we are going to use our f of x function given as 3x squared minus 5x. So our f of 2, the 2 replace the x in the function, all right? So we have our 2 here, 3 here, 2 squared will give us 4, minus 5 times 2 will give us minus 10, as we can see here. 3 times 4 will give us 12 minus 10, and we are going to have 2. Viewers, use the same concept to answer the rest of the questions and leave your answer in the comment section. Hi viewers, we want to look at how we can find the values of x which makes the following functions undefined. Let us look at question number 1. For we to find the values of x which makes this function not defined, we pick our denominator and equate it to 0, all right? And we are going to have x squared plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. This is what we call quadratic equation, and we are going to use the factorization approach. Now, the coefficient of x squared is 1. So we use our 1 to multiply the minus 8, and which will give us minus 8. We look for two numbers. When we multiply, it will give us minus 8, but when we add, it will give us the coefficient of x, which is 2, and the numbers are 4 and negative 2. This 4 and negative 2, we are going to use it to replace our positive 2x. So we have x squared plus 4x minus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. At this level, we pair them 2 and factorize. So we take the first 2, we factorize x out, x plus 4. We take the next 2, we factorize minus 2 out, we have x plus 4 all equal to 0. We pick those outside and put them in one bracket, all right? And since this and that are the same, we pick only one, as you can see, all equal to 0. We pick our first bracket and equate it to 0, then we find our x, all right? So here x will be equal to positive 2. We pick the second bracket, we equate it to 0, and our x is going to be negative 4. Therefore, we can say that x equal to 2 or negative 4. It means that these two numbers, when we fix it to replace our x, it will make the whole denominator 0, which will make this function non-defined. Use the approach here to solve question number 2 up to number 9 and leave your answer in the comment section. Thank you. Hi viewers, we want to look at how we can solve the following function questions on the board. Let us look at question number 1. We have been asked to find f of x, and f of x is equal to ax plus b, and where a and b are constant, we have been given f of 2 equal to 1 and f of 4 equal to 3. From the question, we can present this data here. Now, let's see what we can do. Now, our f of 2, this implies that anywhere we see x in this function, we need to replace it with 2, all right? And everything must be equal to 1. So we have a here multiplying 2 plus b equal to 1. So we can say 2a plus b equal to 1, and we can say b should be equal to 1 minus 2a, and we can name it equation 1. Now from this angle where we have f of 4, this also implies that anywhere we see x, we should replace it with 4. So we have a multiplying 4 plus b, all should be equal to 3, all right? And we can say that 4a plus b equal to 3, and we can name it equation 2. Now we can substitute our equation 1 into equation 2, all right? And we are going to have 4a plus 1 minus 2a equal to 3. Now 4a minus 2a will give us 2a plus 1 equal to 3. Viewers, 2a will be equal to 3 minus 1. 2a will be equal to 2. We divide both sides by 2, and our a is going to be 1. Now that we get our a, we fix it into any of the equation to get our b. So we can fix it into equation 1, where we have b equal to 1 minus 2a. Viewers, now our a is 1, so we put our 1 there. So b will be equal to 1 minus 2, and our b will be equal to minus 1. Now, with the function that we have here, f of x equal to ax plus b, viewers, now we know that our a is 1, so we are going to have our 1 there, which will be x. And our b there is minus 1, so we put our minus 1 there, and this is the answer for the question. Use the same approach to solve question number 2 and number 3, and leave your answer in the comment section. Thank you.